to Dinasour's Island. This episode, we will be starting out with Spot and her odd family. Here we can see Spot and Sarah grazing. Spot's staying back for right now. But while they're grazing, the ankylosaurus notices something the rest of them don't. It's Steven. Steven's favorite food is ankylosaur. So Steven's probably looking for a fight. The ankylosaurus backs up and warns Sarah and Spot. He then gets back into a defensive position against the Spinosaurus, against Steven. Here we can see Sarah and Spot as they hastily make an escape down along the mountain. They get a safe distance away, and then Steven engages the ankylosaur. He grabs a hold of the ankylosaur, shaking it around viciously. They get very close to the edge, but the ankylosaur isn't risking losing this kill. He grabs the ankylosaurus and flips it over. The ankylosaurus is super underprepared. He hasn't had any fighting experience at all. And Ankylosaurus managed to shake him off, and he almost falls off, but he doesn't. He stands back up and delivers a finishing blow to the neck. He pushes him down into the ditch, and he needs to stand guard for a minute to make sure they don't come back. The other two don't come back. And here we can see Molly. After her long adventure, it's been 2 days, but she still has the baby Dimetrodon carcass. It's barely anything now. It's flipped on the good side, so she started eating at that. But what Molly doesn't know, she's being watched by a larger predator. This is Shredder, the Utah raptor. He has been watching Molly for days, examining her to see how strong an opponent she is. He has decided it is time to strike. He accidentally crunches a branch, and it alerts Molly. Molly turns around and looks at him. She knows that she's completely undersized. She roars threateningly. Molly instantly knows she's in for a fight. He attacks Molly, but instead of grabbing her jugular, just pushes her to the ground. She retaliates by pushing up against him. He falls back, but this gives him time to attack again. He attacks, but he's too close and doesn't have time to open his jaw. But he does open and bite down on Molly, but it is not the neck, so he has not killed her yet. Molly roars again. She slips up and bites him on the arm, pushing him down, but missing his jugular. Shredder jumps up and moves back. He's mainly just sustained bumps and bashes, which is causing him a bit of internal bleeding. But that last bite ironically shredded his lower half. blood, but it's not a deep enough cut. It's just barely ripped it up. It just barely ripped it up a little bit. She sizes him up more and hisses. He does not seem fazed. And yet again, he disguises he goes to a fake retreat, but then lunges at her and pushes her to the ground. Since really good food is very scarce because of the Carnotaurus ripping up this area. He's the apex predator in this area currently. He wants to, if he kills Molly, this will be a feast that'll feed him forever. She struggles more, but is able to bust out off of him and bites him on the tail. Shredder realizes she is too much of a challenge to take out, and he retreats into the forest. Molly waltzes back up. She realizes this isn't a safe enough place, so she takes her kill to another area. We see here that Steven, after waiting a while, has started feasting on the kill. He's accidentally pushed it down too far, so he's now embedded down there. It'll be near impossible to pull out. He rips off a piece and starts eating. He eats his fill, and then he moves away. Moves away back to his home.